ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. Today we're taking a look at a watch from their brand from Hong Kong called Mandetbrote. It's a pretty interesting watch. It's a wandering hours watch and a very interesting black dial. There's 4 different variations of this model. They're limited to 500 pieces each, and this one comes in at $480 US. They were successfully funded on Kickstarter, and just a very interesting watch. Those gears going around, they actually move around the dial in a weird way. Very interesting watch. Let's take a look at the packaging. We'll see what's on my wrist, and we'll dive a little deeper. My wrist is this Merkur watch you can see on this genuine rubber band from Montreux. Pretty interesting watch, kind of a vintage inspired watch. Very vintage-like, pretty decent looking watch. Now the watch does come in a nice genuine leather pouch, as you can see here. The pouch is actually pretty nice. It comes with your warranty card inside the box also, which is a 2-year warranty. Welcome to the Mandetbrote family, which is pretty cool. There's their Instagram and Facebook page and their website. So you can see, you open this and your watch is on this nice little pad in here with 2 buttons to hold it onto each side, which is pretty cool. Good for traveling and such. Now getting into some basic specifications on this model, we're looking at a solid 316L stainless steel case all around, as you can see. Those lugs are like teardrops that come around the case, which is pretty nice. A mix of brushed and polished surfaces. There's a nice chamfering of polishing going on across these sides of the case, as you can see there on each flank, which gives it a nice little touch. In terms of actual case diameter, looking at 41 millimeters across the case here, very circular case. Looking at 48 millimeters top to bottom, 20 millimeters in between those lugs. And talking about case thickness, it's a pretty thin watch considering it has a domed sapphire crystal anti-reflective coating, as you can see there. We're looking at about 13 millimeters, which is pretty nice. 50 meters of water resistance as well. They pull and push crown. Now this is a wandering hours movement, as you can see. If I get a little closer on the dial, it looks kind of confusing to how you read this, how does it work. As you can see, it's a Miyota 9015 inside this actual watch here, and that is the actual mechanism on top of the dial, as you can see. And basically, as you can see, there's numerals at the bottom portion of the dial. Right now it would read about, as you can see, 6. It would read 632, as you can see, 6 and then 32, which is quite interesting. Very easy to read, as you can see here. 32 over here also, which is pretty cool. The crown is actually sterile, as you can see. Nice dome to that sapphire crystal. But it is a Miyota 9015, which has about a 42-hour power reserve, beats at 4 Hertz, which is 28,800 beats per hour. And this one running, pretty accurate, within 10 to 20 seconds per day, they state on their website, which is pretty decent. It's a very reliable automatic Japanese caliber produced by Citizen and the Miyota group. Now, to actually set the movement, you just pull the crown out one position here, as you can see. Then you can rotate the hours, you can see backwards and forwards, 7. You actually see that mechanism in there. It's pretty cool. There's like 2 little wheels that go around simultaneously, which is actually really cool. You can do it a little faster, make it look a little interesting. Very cool. 9, 10, 11. Very easy to read. We'll set it to 12 here. As you can see, you mark it with the arrow, and that's 12:01. There you go. Push it down. Hacking, of course, on this movement as well. But very interesting. Now, there's a lot of lume on this dial as well. I'll get your lume shot towards the end of the video. It glows a bright blue. I'm pretty sure it's like BGW9. They call it Swiss Super Luminova. But yeah, before taking a look at the case back, it comes on a genuine calfskin band, which is really nice. Signed with a Mandetbrote buckle here, which is a butterfly clasp with 2 pushers over here. It's pretty standard clasp, I must say. But has 2 safety keepers, and then latches down, as you can see. Pretty securely, and definitely conforms nicely to the wrist tray out of the box. There's no break-in period for this band. Definitely very usable. It's quick release also. Looking at the case back, it is screwed in, mostly brushed, or all brushed I should say. And they did put a custom rotor on there with the Mandetbrote printed onto the actual rotor, which is pretty nice. It's not that bad of a looking movement. As you can see, there's striping on the main plate as well in the 9015. Just states limited edition, 50 meters water resistant. And of course, quick release, like I stated on the band, so you can swap bands very easily there. Now I want to get you guys a lume shot, show you the lume. The lume is actually very good. It's not easy to put lume on this dial here. As you can see, everything is very small. They did a very good job on the lume. As you can see, there's lume on the actual minute pointer hand, as you can see. There's lume on basically every piece, including the hour portion down here at the 6 o'clock position. And the lume is actually quite good. I was quite surprised. It's not easy to put lume on these small sections of the dial here. Now, posted on my 6.5-inch wrist, as you can see, the watch fits very nicely, 48 lug to lug and 41 across the dial there. Very circular watch, very easy to read. You can read that 12 very easy, as you can see at all angles. That domed sapphire crystal, which does have anti-reflective coating, which you can see as the light gleams on it right there. The band is very comfortable straight out of the box, no issues there. The case actually conforms nicely onto the wrist due to those teardrop style lugs, and no issues. Definitely broken in straight out of the box. The band, yeah, I've tried this watch on a bunch of different bands, rubber bands, and all different types of suede bands as well, and it looks very nice. Furthermore, guys, for $480, I think you're getting a very custom, interesting watch here from a brand that you probably haven't heard of, but now you definitely have heard of. But it's very, very nicely put together. I like how they did the two little gears over here on the actual dial. It's actually, you can see the screw holding the gear in there, which is pretty cool. Great lume, great movement, dome sapphire crystal, nice band, fast shipping as well. And I didn't pay any import tax also on this watch, which is very nice. And that does state that on their website. Comes with a 2-year warranty as well. There were no quality control issues on my end. I really like this watch. The black dial is very nice. There are a bunch of different variations and a bunch of different models of watches they have produced in the past on their website as well. I will drop a link down to them in the description below so you can check them out after this video. Let me know what you think. Definitely like the video. Subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends. Let me know what you guys think. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.